living and loving, paying the bills, keeping things real, man, you know the deal. But when it's time for me to unwind, I gotta go someplace where the sun can shine, and there ain't no better place than out in the country.
Good morning. Welcome to good old Arizona. I'm Jack Tucker. As you can see, the sun hasn't even come up yet. It's going to start coming up real soon, and that means it's going to get hot. So I thought I'd get out here bright and early in the morning and do me a little bit of dry washing. A couple of you guys have asked about that, the old Royal Drywasher. So I'm going to use that. I had to pull it out of retirement, but I'm going to set that up and run some material that I got from one of my secret spots. We'll see if we can get some gold, but let's go test that dry washer. Hey, thanks for coming along, everyone. Well, as you can see, it's a good old Royal Dry Washer. Got it already set up and ready to go. The first thing I always do, or whenever you're in a wash or something like that, ready to run, I always just put some material in there, because I kind of like prime the box. It seems to work better than that there, so I just throw in some material to get it going. I just pulled this off the ground. I've got a bucket of sand that I've classified that I'm going to put in. Dry washers do have a 1/2 inch screen up above that'll classify. Everything smaller than a 1/2 inch, of course, is going to fall through. Everything larger than the 1/2 inch just gets sloughed off. You can see it's got a great big old, I don't know what you want to call this, trap here. I'd call them kind of a nugget trap. Sometimes this is too big. Bigger rocks you got to get rid of, but that's okay. Some people cut this down. That only needs to be about half as big, but that's a pretty big trap right there. But this is the Royal Dry Washer. Now, I just had to replace the screen here. That's why it's been sitting in storage. So I just got this screen, and I screwed up when I put it on. I didn't read the instructions that he sent with it on how to put this together, so I kind of screwed this up. So I'm not sure if it's going to work properly or not. But I'm going to run some dirt, then we'll clean it up, and I'll show you how easy this is to clean up. And then we'll do a quick pan and see if we got any gold, but that's what I'm going to be running right here. This is my bucket of material, so you can see it ain't going to take long to run through that really quick just to do this sample. So I got to go ahead and start my motor up. And it's just a regular leaf blower. And then we'll see what happens. Feeding it with this scoop, they're gonna take forever. I think I got a better idea. as good as I thought it would or not. Oh well. Drywashing is pretty dusty. That's why some people wear masks. You know, you get this valley fever out here. But hey, it's all in the name of gold. That looks all pretty good. Okay, now I'm going to show you how easy it is to do a cleanup. One thing I do is I keep a screwdriver right here. You want it just long enough where it don't poke through your tray at the bottom. But what can happen is you can just, if it starts to bog down as you're shoveling into it, you can just wiggle the screwdriver. Some people will open and close this chute, because what will happen is when you're shoving material up here on the top, you know, like maybe first your larger stuff will slide down first, so you'll tend to open the screen to let that larger stuff go through. And then once that's through, then all of a sudden the material just starts flying through because of the smaller stuff. Then you got to close that. So I like to just find the happy medium of that, where that is happy medium, put the screwdriver in, and I just kind of wiggle that if it starts to bog down on me. Now, dry washing ain't your most effective way, or efficient way, I should say, to get gold when you're out in the desert. But being out in the desert, lack of water, is probably one of the only best ways to get gold. Since dry washers are probably anywhere from 85 to maybe 95% efficient, it's probably best that you run them the best way possible. And what I like to do is I don't like to put a lot of air up through there. Maybe run my motor just past half. And I like to keep my box more level. I believe trying to keep that dirt up on that box as long as possible before it exits off will help that gold settle out. And if you can kind of do those kind of things, I think you'll have better retention, keeping more of your gold. And that's the secret, keeping the gold. All right, now I got to find some water and pan this stuff out here and see what kind of gold is in there, if any. All right, well, that's filling up with water. I can tell you that a Royal Dry Washer, you know, it's a decent dry washer. He's been around for a long time. And, you know, out of some of your, probably they're made out of aluminum. And probably out of all the ones that are out there made out of aluminum, Royal is probably one of the better ones out there. One thing that these dry washers don't do, let me show you that, what you need to do with them. I showed you how easy it was to clean up. Just lift this and lift this up. Some people will put an S hook right here so this will stay up. Hook this up so you leave that up there. Some people will pull this all the way out to clean it. And you can do that. I just showed you a different way to do that. But one thing these don't have, you can see where the riffles go across. You need to take a piece of tape and run tape about 1/8 of an inch over that last riffle that you see. And the reason why you want to do that for is because when these are sitting down on top, there's no dead air space. And once that material, that gold gets in there, you want to create a dead air space so it can't blow that back up. So running a little bead of tape over the back end of that, underneath there, and once once the material gets there, it won't blow it back up. That's one thing that these don't have, is that dead air piece of tape running through there. But do that and you'll get better gold recovery too. Well, as you can see, the sun is up now, so let me pan this out really quick. I'm not expecting to get rich in what I did there. I'd like to see some color though. Should show you that, huh? Set it backwards. Okay, see, there's gold in there. I knew there'd be gold in that one bucket. Not bad, huh? Not bad gold. I'll show you a close-up of that. These just sit right here on top of the legs. This will come right off right here. And on the back side of this, there's these pins, so you can adjust this if you want to lift this higher or lower. I like it right there where it is, right there. Just like that, it comes apart. That's what it's hooked onto right there. And then you store it away for another day. Well, that's the Royal Drywasher, and that's the sun. So it's warming up already now. But hey, got to get some gold. That's easy. You know, you're just out in the desert and you're driving around. You should always have buckets with you. Stop, fill up them buckets, because one day you're just sitting around the home front. You say to yourself, I think I'll run me some dirt today. So I thought I'd do that. A few of you have asked for that demonstration on that Royal Drywasher. So it was a real fast demonstration, but that's basically the principles. Drywashers, that's really it. Only consists of 3 parts. You got your hopper, which is the upper part. You got your classifier, your screen, your sluice box is that bottom part, and then you got your blower. That runs on a radial fan. There's a fan in there. The air blows up in there and it hits that fan and spins that fan. And there's a counterweight in there that offsets it, and that throws it out of balance, and that's what causes the shaking action. Your other type of dry washers is a bellows type. The bellows has like a canvas at the bottom, and it's got a pulley that's going up and down, and it causes the bellows to go up and down and pushes air into the box. Bellows have a steeper angle on them. They're probably not as efficient, I don't think, but they still capture the gold. I seem to kind of run bellows more lately because of the price of the gas. You know, sometimes gas can cost more than the gold you're going to get. But anyways, I want to thank you guys for coming along, sharing on these adventures. Please like, share, subscribe, and hey, until our paths cross again, thanks for watching, everyone.
Living and loving, paying the bills, keeping things real, man, you know the deal. But when it's time for me to unwind, I gotta go someplace where the sun can shine, and there ain't no better place than out in the country. There's gold in them hills, and I'm gonna find it. It's a sight to see. You can't believe how the color of gold makes you lose control. Well, there's gold in them hills, and I've got the fever. And there ain't no other place that I'd rather be. Enjoy hanging out, and the kids are knee deep in the sand by the creek. Yeah, we're chasing the dog, let's put another log on the fire. There's times like these that make it all worth the while to me. There's gold in them hills, and I'm gonna find it. It's a sight to see. You can't believe how the color of gold makes you lose control. Well, there's gold in them hills, and I've got the fever. And there ain't no other place that I'd rather be. to the stars, singing about the nugget I've been dreaming about. And I say even the picture of it weighed 5 pounds, and it's right under the next rock, I do believe. There's gold in them hills, and I'm gonna find it. It's a sight to see, you can't believe how the color of gold makes you lose control. Well, there's gold in them hills, and I've got the fever.